Hi there, I'm Julie Walker. I'm the lead instructor and program director at the Walker Acres Riding Academy, located in Hillsborough, North Carolina, and this is your virtual facility tour as of March 2025. Assuming that your GPS takes you to the correct driveway at 6521 Schley, or I guess it would say Shelley Road, you'll be on a dirt road, and we're about a quarter of a mile down that dirt road, and then the dirt road forks, and you're actually going to take the left side, and you can kind of see our white sign. We are currently under construction, so there's a few things that are left unfinished, but this is the footprint. Parking is going to be just to the left of the corner, right across from the arena. And this is our parking lot located right in front of our play space. All of our structures have been secured and can hold the weight of two 300-pound gentlemen. So you guys are welcome to play. Siblings are always encouraged to come and play over here, especially when it's really hot. The trees create a nice place for shade. The classroom and ride space itself is 90 by 36. It is self-built by our family and some of our very close friends whom we love very dearly. The horses will be prepared for the riders, so no one needs to arrive early. Groups are 3 to 4, usually 3 though. 3 is my comfort zone. And private lessons are always one-on-one. The horses right now come and go. We've got a couple that are here to stay forever. And I'm constantly bringing in new training prospects, and you never know about me. Sometimes we ride out in the field depending on the skill level and stamina of students and interests. We also do a fair bit of obstacles. Here's an example of our toy box, poles and noodles and all kinds of things that trigger Pony to tap into that instinct. And we do a lot of horsemanship training in the sense that we like to try to better connect with the horse's brain. So we practice a lot of equine psychology, and we practice a lot of equine culture. We talk a lot about that. We talk a lot about how the tack and gear affect the behavior of our horses. We do use mounting blocks here, so no one has to jump up from the ground. All formal riding facilities usually have one of these posted. In that early enrollment email, I also include the full PDF law as stated by the North Carolina Department of Agriculture that basically says gravity falls and you ride at your own risk. As stated before, we are a facility that is still under construction right now. This is my current barn and tack room. Students are not required to go in there for anything. I do have loaner helmets that we disinfect between uses. I also have helmets that we sell that help fund the program and the program needs for one flat rate. So, helmets are essential for that. And you'll see that there is a payment box there. It's secure. We accept all forms of payment as long as the rider name is on there somewhere so that I know whose tuition is being paid. You'll also see a whiteboard that has class times, date, and rider names associated with the horses. So riders, when they first arrive, they can go check out the board, drop off their payment, and see who they're riding. Our stake horses are available for loan or lease. While siblings and everybody are here to play, we just ask that you put your stick horse back in the barn. We have 3 major policies. No payment, no pony is the number 1. We require all tuition, all payments to be done no later than a week in advance. This helps keep the clerical end of things very clean. It eliminates all the hot air out of my agenda, and it also makes it so that I can maximize on the training and riding time instead of trying to figure out the paperwork situation that eats into that class time. So no payment, no pony is a big one. Tuition can be billed via invoice. I can accept card payments. There's a 4% card transaction fee at the end. I can take PayPal, I can take check, and I can also take cash because our feed stores still take cash. So we appreciate, whatever works best for you works for us as long as we get that payment in, and we'll reserve that pony for you. Something to add to that is that we have a strict no refund policy. If we can ride, we absolutely do. If the weather is not agreeable and it's just not a safe idea to be out here, we always credit forward. We always transfer funds 100%. Same thing with illness. If you or your child wake up and you're sick, please just notify me, I'm not coming, I'm sick, and the credit will go forward or to the next reschedule. However, I do not do refunds. We just can't, and it's non-negotiable. So that's just something, full disclosure. Going into policy number 2, it is the inclement weather and or illness policy. We just kind of covered that. When it's not copacetic to ride, there are lots of conditions. Every season brings its own nonsense. If that's the case and we need to cancel, I start that conversation early so that there's no wasted trips to the barn, and we always credit forward. If you're here temporarily, we try to do a reschedule later in the week when the weather is more agreeable. And if you are on tuition, then we usually credit forward to the next time that I'm supposed to see you, because that's how tuition works. Lastly, we have a no call, no show policy, and that one is pretty self-explanatory. When a rider or guest is on the schedule and does not communicate that they don't plan on being here for any reason at all, even with the emergency, I need to be notified of some kind within a 24-hour period of not showing up. When that happens, that rider is excused indefinitely from the program, no refund. So that's not really a happy feeling. I don't really like doing that. I don't like essentially asking our guests to not come back. That is not my idea of fun. I love my job. If we can ride, I want to. We maximize on the ride time. All lessons are 60 minutes, be it private or group, and we also do ground as well as mounted training. I am a multidiscipline instructor, meaning that I have experience in both formal English and competitive English discipline as well as Western discipline, and my favorite right now is working Western Ranch. I love working with livestock. We do occasionally get the goats out and play with them. We are predominantly a recreational riding program, meaning that I don't obligate anybody to compete here. If you want to compete, great. If you don't, that's fine. But as with travel ball and competitive football and competitive cheerleading and competitive everything, it's more expensive. This whole thing is expensive. I am not going to lie. So again, that's full disclosure. I am a fully certified riding instructor. I got my American Riding Instructors Association certification back in 2018. I have been doing this for a very long time. I'm a 25-year and on equestrian. I've been doing this my entire life. I started riding when I was 5. I started competing in English Hunter Jumper when I was 9, and the rest is history. I dabbled in driving. I dabbled in equine rescue and rehabilitation. I have dabbled in roping, which is by far my favorite. I have dabbled in a little bit of everything. So my style of training is going to be a little different from everyone else's, because my style is a compilation of all of the best and most wonderful things that I got from every single one of my teachers. All of the nationally renowned ones, the lesser known ones, and the nobodies that have had nothing but tradition woven into their experience. So I'm super proud to offer that. And what sets us apart is that we are a training facility for future trainers and for future horsemen. We are not teaching our riders how to just sit up there and get out of the way. We are teaching our riders how to evaluate what our horses are saying. We are teaching our riders how to, because our horses are all at different levels of their own training as well. So some horses know a little bit better. I like to call them tutors, our schoolmaster tutors. They know the grade level a little better than some of our riders coming in, so it's up to the horses to teach them a little something. And at some point in a rider's career, they exceed what our tutors know. And then at that point, we really start to break into the new training, reaction versus responding, and it's a really cool experience. We are a school for trainers. So this is not a learning environment that is immediate results. We don't provide, nor do we expect immediate results. We celebrate all of our little successes. I'm very, very proactive when it comes to not only my scheduling, but I also try to rework the human brain as well as the equine brain. We need to be, it is my mission to teach our riders, especially our young riders who are really, really perfection oriented and the ones that are worried about trying and failing. My classroom is a positive place for all of these things. If you have the courage to try, let's go. If you have the courage to keep trying, even though it's really hard, let's go. You know, and on the other hand of that, I love integrating with other networks and other instructors and other professionals. When my students come to me and say they want to learn something new and it's something that I don't have any experience in, I find out, I bring those people in, and we make a clinic, we make a workshop, we invite the neighborhood. My barn is not cliquey. I am a one-woman operation for now. So all of the training, all of the scheduling, all of the everything, that is me. So I'm always open to constructive criticism. And again, going back to the actual construction, we're always putting up new buildings. And I'm always bringing in new information to try to promote what's going on in the academy and create the most healthy, happy environment for both our students and our horses, because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be tons of fun. And, you know, so we try to provide a really welcoming barn community environment here. So that is it. The facility itself is not very big, but that's it. You know, we have done the walkthrough, and this is what it looks like as of March 2025. Things will look a little different as we get later into the 2025 year, but I'm excited and I hope you can join us. And thank you for joining me on our very first virtual tour.